Hey guys, it's me, Lo-Fi Yu-Gi-Oh! So before we get into the video, I just want to apologize for not coming out with any videos recently. As you guys know, a lot's been going on in the world right now, and it's safe to say I haven't been in the mood to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or make Yu-Gi-Oh! Related videos. I've kind of been prioritizing my friends and family who live in Philly and are close to a lot of the riots, so I've been making sure that they're okay. So yeah, I haven't really been, thinking about the game lately. So, but I figured I'd make like a nice laid-back video about the Dark Magician because, I don't know, to like lift everyone's spirits because everyone likes the Dark Magician. So without further ado, I'm not going to waste your time with a long opening, but let's get into the video. So first off is the Toon Dark Magician. Now, I remember playing Toon Dark Magician. I never really had like a Toon deck. I think I played it like once just to see like what it was about. But I have like no history with like the Toon deck. But I remember playing this with like Toon Table and like Allure of Darkness, or that 7-star thing that's like trade in but you banish a 7-star monster. And I thought I was so clever for it because I'm like, has anyone thought of this? And then later realized that like people thought of it, and it's basically like the trade in Blue Eyes thing. And when I play that combo, people automatically think I'm playing like Exodia, and like I'll message them like, if I was playing Exodia, you would have already lost. So you don't have to like worry. I'm not like a scrub or anything. I mean, I am, but not really, I don't think. So then we get to this Dark Magician. Now this, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the first alternate artwork of the Dark Magician. So this was like the Dark Magician you got if you couldn't get the starter deck version. But yeah, I always thought this was cool. A lot of people hate it, but I think he looks kind of cooler than the starter deck. Like, I'll always have like a special place in my heart for the starter deck version, but this one still looks cool, and it's definitely better than a lot of the other alternate artworks. Well, one in particular that I'm gonna get to in a minute. But yeah, it's not my favorite, but it's not my least favorite by any means. Then we have this one. This one is my least favorite. Now, this one is just like it looks like a sticker of the Dark Magician put on a generic background, and then they just made a card out of it. Like, I think it just looks so cheap. Like, it's the version of the Dark Magician you see in like the AI's like starter deck, like in the video games or something, or just like structure decks. You see, you'll like get like a rare or super rare version of this, and then like a common Dark Magician. So I have nothing really good to say about it. One thing, it looks like it's like coming right at you, but it just looks so cheap. I'm not a huge fan of it. Then we get to the Arcana Dark Magician. Now, in the show, it looks so cool, but then like looking at the actual card art, it looks like a bad animation of the Dark Magician. Like the animation studio just got lazy and forgot what color the Dark Magician was, and made like his body and his face look like messed up. Like, remember when Dragon Ball Super first came out and it was like a rushed project and you got like a bunch of like weird looking animation? It kind of looks like that, but for Dark Magician. I like the color. It kind of looks like Breaker and Dark Magician fused together. So I do like the color, and when it appeared in the anime, I thought it was like really cool because like up to that point I thought the Dark Magician was like a unique card to Yugi. So it was cool to see in the anime, but like holding the actual card, it's just like it looks really awkward. So yeah. Then we have one of my personal favorites, which is the Shonen Jump promo for the Dark Magician, signed by Kazuki Takahashi. This one I really like because it actually looks like a Dark Magician because he's got like this really cool like black outfit, and he's got like a really sinister looking face with like white hair. So this one is like what I imagine the Dark Magician looking like, because he's actually like looks like dark and evil. So this is one of my favorites. Yeah, really not much else to say about it other than it looks really cool. Then we have the secret rare Dark Magician where the he's got like green smoke that he's like conjuring up behind him. Like he's like, hey, you don't want to mess with me because like I got this like crazy green smoke, you know, happening behind me. So, you know, you just wait. Like you don't know what this is. And I like how they went in like a different direction where they have the magician's circle surrounding him instead of like right behind him. I think that's a pretty cool touch that not a lot of people notice. Well, I'm sure they notice, but they don't really see it as like the only time it's ever happened. I don't know, maybe it's happened before in like a different card, but not like a Dark Magician card, I don't think. But this one, I think he like looks really badass because he's just like, yo man, don't mess with me. Like, you're not even worth my time. Like, I just conjure up this green smoke and like destroy you in like 2 seconds. So don't mess with me. Like that's how I see it. Then we have this Dark Magician, which was like the most recent alternate artwork with like the dual overload pack with like the dual power thing. I actually bought that set because of this artwork. I thought it was so cool because like he looks like he's like charging up an attack with like his staff or his scepter or whatever you want to call it. And then like the background is such like a cool color scheme and it like really complements like the whole like color scheme of the Dark Magician. And it just looks like a more badass like attack position version of the Dark Magician, so I like that. This is one of my favorite artworks of it. Then we have probably my second favorite Dark Magician. Actually, looking at it now, I think it's my first favorite. It's the Bandai Dark Magician. Now this was the one from season 0. I'm not sure if it appeared in like the movie they made for like the Bandai series, but yeah, I mean I'm sure it was. But anyway, I really like this card. I was like looking for a while, and then I finally picked it up for like a really good price. I think it was like 20 bucks when I got it, but I've seen it go for like 75. But I'm sure that's for like PSA 10 or whatever, which this is not. There's actually like a crease in the corner. But this is one of my favorite artworks because I like how there was like an early like prototype version of the card game. And I just think it's like really cool because he's just like, whoa man, like take it easy. Like that Drake and Josh scene where it's like, whoa man, take it easy. But he's like the Dark Magician doing it. I don't know, I think he looks like really cool. And it's definitely the most like interesting looking Dark Magician. I'll actually take it out of the sleeve real quick to show you the back. So this is what the back of a Bandai card looks like. It's got like the swirling typhoon into like a black hole kind of thing. At least that's how I saw it, and I think it looks a lot cooler than the backs we have now. I think it looks, I mean, backs we have now are pretty cool, but this one is just like something else, you know? Plus it's got like the nice crisp white background. I don't know, I think it's a really cool card. I definitely suggest to anyone who likes collecting Dark Magicians to pick up that card because it's really cool holding like a piece of Yu-Gi-Oh history. And then this is probably the one everyone's been like waiting to see, but everyone's probably seen already. Now this is the original starter deck Dark Magician that I first got. Now this was like my entrance into Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I think I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards before it. I can't really remember a long way back then, but I remember asking my dad to go to Toys R Us so I could pick up the starter deck. And this card's been with me through like my whole life basically. Like life started when I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh basically. Like everything before that was a mistake. But yeah, it's just, I've always had like a fondness for this card. I remember I lost it for a while. It actually reminds me of the story I had behind my first Blue Eyes card that I ever got. But I'll save that story for another time. But that story's kind of crazy. But anyway, back to the Dark Magician. I remember I got like really upset and like I thought I had like no friends. I was really young at the time, but I ran away. But like the only thing I brought with me was the Dark Magician, and I ran away, and I didn't really know where I was going, but I knew how to get to my dad's house from my mom's house. So I kind of just made my way there, but I didn't have a phone at the time, so I couldn't like call anyone. So I was kind of on my own. But I remember I like made it to my elementary school, and I was like on the swing set, and I remember like holding this card and like, you know, everything's gonna be okay, because like I may not have friends, but I still have Yu-Gi-Oh, and like as long as I have Yu-Gi-Oh, like everything's gonna be okay. Like I was a kid, like I don't know, like that's how I kind of saw it at the time. So yeah, this Dark Magician means like a lot to me, and just holding it now just kind of like makes me feel like you know, it just reminds me of all those like fond memories I have of playing with this and using it in duels. And it's the original starter deck Dark Magician. It's the one that Yugi used in the show. This is what Dark Magician, like you think of when you think of Dark Magician, you think of this card. Like it's just such a classic look for him. He's like pure purple. He looks he looks like he does in the anime, which, you know, everyone remembers the anime, like has fond memories of watching that when they were a kid. So yeah, it's gotten me through like a lot of tough times in my childhood, and the fact that I still have it today is really special to me. It really upsets me because I lost my original Blue Eyes and my original Red Eyes Black Dragon when I moved, my family moved houses. I'm still looking for it, but I cannot find it for the life of me. But if I ever find it, I'll showcase that to you guys. But I probably never will, to be honest. But yeah, that's my Dark Magician collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I always like taking out all my Dark Magicians and just looking at them side by side. I think it's just cool to have like all the alternate arts like side by side. And I don't know, it's a cool little collection. It's not like a pricey, expensive collection by any means. Like some of the Shonen Jumps are pretty pricey, but you know, they're all just alternate arcs of the Dark Magician. But everyone has their favorites. My favorite is probably the Bandai Blue Eyes, or the Bandai Dark Magician, just because I don't see a lot of people like owning this card, so it makes me feel special for owning it, because a lot of people don't even know this exists unless you like look into it, or you were like, or you were around when this card came out. But yeah, that's my Dark Magician collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy during this crazy time that we live in right now. I hope to start making YouTube videos more consistently now that everything's not settling down, but I know that everyone, all my friends and family are like safe and okay. So I will see you soon. I'll try to make another video tonight, record it and give you guys like a 2-for-1 deal, or probably a 3-for-1 deal this week to make up for the week I missed. So I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope you guys have a good day. Like if you like the video, and comment down below anything you guys want to see as far as like videos down below. It makes my day if you like comment. It's just so nice to like interact with the Yu-Gi-Oh community, because I don't get to do that often because I don't know anyone else who plays Yu-Gi-Oh, so it's always fun to talk Yu-Gi-Oh with people who actually know what I'm talking about. So yeah, if you like the video, subscribe. I try to make a new YouTube video every week, but like I said, I'm trying to make more YouTube videos, so yeah, I hope you guys I'm just gonna shut up before I start rambling. Yeah, bye.